G'day, welcome to Top Gear Australia, and this is our audition tape. This is Winno, this is Doc, and I'm Zed. Now, we were wondering if there were three of us, whether we could go for 30 minutes.
But we won't. No, you would also be expecting us, as our audition tape, to be talking about super shiny supercars.
Because this is Top Gear, isn't it? That's what we're born to do. You might expect us to be running our hands over the seductive lines of this beautiful Ferrari 360. Just to be spouting facts about this massive V8 engine sitting in the back. About its awesome 4.3 seconds 0 to 100.
Or we could talk about lightweight race cars like this Lotus Exige, which has been supercharged. It's got a fiberglass body, lightweight alloy wheels, and it's got this big supercharger in there forcing the induction, giving it a really, really good power to weight ratio. This car's got half as many cylinders as a Ferrari, but just as good power to weight ratio.
Well, you'd expect that, but you'd be wrong. Today we're here to talk about the 1989 Toyota Camry with its awesome 2-litre twin cam 3SEV engine. We're talking about a car which has a back parcel shelf that's flat enough to hold 5 sparkling white bowling hats. We're talking about a car with steel rims. We're talking about the same rims which Eric Carlson used to run his early Saab rallying with. We're talking about a car with fantastic air conditioning. We're talking about a car which, after 237,481 Ks, still uses bugger all oil.
So we're talking about a car that only costs $20,000 or something new, cost you $2,000 to buy now, doesn't cost you $300,000. There are engines galore, so it's reliable and cheap. It can hold all your crap, can hold people.
And it's butt ugly.
Oh, well, it's no Cinderella, but it's going to get you to the ball.
It'll get you to the ball, but it's not going to have Prince Charming trying to fit your thong afterwards, is it?
No, but what we're going to do today is we're going to discuss these 3 cars, we're going to talk about 3 cars, and we are going to tell you why the Toyota Camry is the supercar of the suburbs.
So, Winno, you reckon this is the supercar Suburbia?
Yes, I do.
This?
Yep.
This car? I mean, look at it. It looks like someone took a log out of some old growth forest, cut a plank out of it, and said, hey, great, there's a base for a car.
Yeah, look.
And they said, oh, we need a roof. Hasn't anyone got a piece of 4x2?
Look, it's very simple. When you're a kid, you used to draw cars like this. It's like, it was a flat bonnet, it was a roof, and it was a boot. That's it, right? It's a car. This is what a car is, right?
My 7-year-old draws cars just like that now.
There you go, right?
There's no
cars like that
This
just
is
now.
what a car is, right? We're not talking about any kind of Pininfarina one-box style. We're talking about a car, and this is all it is, right? That's it.
A car. That's it. There's no excitement to it. There's no
The
savoir-faire.
Yeah. Look, as Zed knows, when you have kids, right, by the time you get to this stage, you don't need excitement in life. You have enough excitement in life. You have a 10-year-old or a 5-year-old or a 7-year-old that's beating you over the head constantly at 6 o'clock in the morning trying to get you to wake up. You do not need a car to give you excitement.
So you're telling me you've given up then? You've given up on life?
Exactly. You're driving a Jason recliner rocker. If you want to drive a car, you want to drive
and you can tell
car.
by all these people, you come down the hill, you're behind them with the lights, and there's a Camry, and you know that Camry is going to take off so slowly because they've given up. They've given up on life. So if that's a supercar or Suburbia then, and this is the penultimate, then what's the worst car?
Right, worst car. My uncle's P76 was definitely the worst thing.
Absolutely.
Like, you had the wheels, and then you had the car that just happened to be on it. You had this it had like, you looked at it, there was the wheels, and then there was this gap where the bodywork just rolled over the car. And where's the wheel? It's back in there. What was your favourite Commodore?
Oh, no.
The latest one.
The latest one. The latest one.
No.
The VE.
No. No, you've got to talk the VL Commodore. You've got to talk the VL Commodore was the car. Look, it had...
the VK.
Yeah, did you see?
VK was my favourite.
No, the VK, you mean with the grey slats in the front?
The grey slats and the...
We're talking VL Commodore. We're talking, it had... Did you ever see the Calais? The Calais was beautiful. It was like a bit cross between a Citroen and something that was also good.
I'm sorry, tell me when Citroen ever built a beautiful
No, 6 degrees of separation. You're talking about, okay. 2 degrees of separation between a VL Calais and a BX, Citroen BX, right? What was it? What was it?
Yeah,
okay,
Citroen.
what was it? Citroen BX. Okay, they had 4 wheels. No, other than that, they both had a 1-point steering wheel. At the bottom was where the steering wheel connected to the car.
ring. Yeah,
That's right. That's all it was. You drove it and you could do this.
It's like the Thunderbird.
That's right. That's right. That's right. You knew how hard you're accelerating by how hard it went back.
It was flexing.
Which is really good in an accident. Safety is great.
That's right.
That's probably one of the worst cars I've ever driven. It was a station wagon. Right?
How did it handle?
Oh, wait,
On the count of 3. On the 5 you come with it's like this.
The thing floated. I had to drive that thing.
Boat. It was a boat.
I had to drive that thing all the way up the Great Lakes Way to up towards Foster. And this thing in the wet did this like that. Everybody in the back seat got like car sick. And the thing floated. You couldn't keep it on the road. The steering wheel had about this much play. And it was a company.
I was driving a VN for a while that did exactly that.
Okay. Your best car then?
Best car.
Oh,
The original Audi Quattro.
The original, yeah, beautiful car.
A bit hard, a bit sporty, but you know, okay. The De Cheveux.
Okay,
The De Cheveux.
2 CV to normal people's folk.
Oh, sorry, excuse me. The
Yeah.
The Ugly Duck.
Glad he said.
Yeah,
It was ugly, but it was functional, and they never, ever stopped going.
the best car of all time was my Alpha Sudbury.
Oh,
No.
It was.
How do you get there?
Okay, stop. It rusted. The thing is there, I loved that car, right? I loved that car. It was just sporty. It was just, okay, so it only had this 1,000 RPM rev band, but you lived for that 1,000 RPM rev band. You lived in that car. It was just, I could easily do 1,500, 2,000 Ks on a weekend and enjoy every moment of it. Absolutely.
We can all talk about some Alpha we've had that was
We all
just
love.
beautiful.
We all love the Alpha.
I drove for, 6 months, which was about as long as it lasted before it rusted away, an Alpha 75 1.8 T-Spark.
Right.
I loved that engine. It was rear-wheel drive. The chassis was just brilliant. It handled like a dream. You could take that car, you could put it out sideways, you could bring it back in. I once had a semi-trailer bearing down on me on the highway, and
Okay. Does this then mean, have we made a decision about the Camry as the best car?
No,
absolutely
not.
Okay.
Where do we go from here? What sort of celebrities and what sort of stunts do we want to see on Top Gear Australia?
Okay.
Dame Edna Everidge.
Dame Edna Everidge.
I want to bring Bob.
No, Paul
back.
Keating.
Well, Paul Keating.
Paul Keating.
Do we want to see?
No. We decided on this. It was Bob Hawke. We wanted to see Bob Hawke in a Holden Commodore on a Sunday. Anybody who crashes a Holden Commodore on a Sunday is a bum.
What about David Hicks?
David Hicks.
He's out. He's free. Let's give him some freedom. See what he can do in a car.
The best thing is he jumps out of the orange jumpsuit that he was wearing for 5 or 6 years, and he can service the car as well.
Also, we can have a ute challenge. I mean, celebrities in a reasonably priced ute, and they have to get all the gear into the back of the ute. They have to drive someone. Maybe they have to move the mother-in-law. They have to move a fridge in a ute.
The
Backing in a
sideboard,
ute.
the wardrobe, the bed.
That'd be good fun.
Here's the ultimate test, right? Take your Camry to the local B&S and see how it performs there. See how many people there want to get in your Camry limo.
Camry limo. That's right. Yeah, right.
Put a V8 into your Camry and turn the Camry into a ute and go to a B&S.
That's right. And drive backwards across
Australia in a ute.
In your Camry / limo.
That's right. I'm Zed, work in advertising, and really, really exciting.
I'm Doc, I work in IT, and I'm really, really boring.
I'm Winno. I'm an undertaker. And I truly love my job. That's it, really.
He's a bit stiff.
I drive a Camry. Am I supposed to be smiling at the camera still?